My name is Chris, and today I was thought of doing something with screwdrivers, because every sort of toolbox EDC screwdrivers are a must-have, and there's so many of them nowadays. There's hundreds of straight ones, but here I've got a few of different ones. I've got a DeWalt electric one to some ratchet ones. I've also got a multi-tool, this lollipop from 7-Eleven, and these little ratchet wrenches as well. And we'll see how they perform and what's good to carry around with all around for something small to keep in your EDC or in your toolbox. So and see what can work in tight spaces and so on. So let's start with that. I've got a test piece here where I've got to put a bit of glass and some screws in there. They're Phillips screws, so we're just going to work with just Phillips just to keep it straight. And I'm going to use each tool with whatever it comes with, so we're not going to swap any extensions or anything like that. So that way, otherwise you can get any tool and you can get all sorts of bits to do anything. So that's how it is. So let's start the test. Okay, so we start from in no particular order, from left to right. And so with that said, let's go. Okay, so first we've got the DeWalt. This is called a gyroscope screwdriver. I don't know if you know these, but this you sort of put it on it. As you turn it, it sort of moves in that direction, and the more you turn, the faster it goes. And you turn it to the left, it turns that way. Turn to the right, it turns that way. So for this test, you're going to use a standard Phillips bit with the only thing on all the screwdrivers I'm going to use is this adapter. So with that, let's go ahead. So over here we start on, I've got some 4 screws in here, so we go for this one, and it works. Put it back in. So I'm just going to loosen it and tighten it. This one, it works, but it sort of like misaligns it a bit. It might sort of round the head off, but on these two it doesn't work. So there's 1 out of 4. Now let's move on from that to the next one, which is this ratcheting one. This also has a pistol grip, a straight grip. It's got array of different bits in its storage over here. So we'll put that in. With this one, again, it's good. I can loosen and tighten on the straight bit over here. Over here, it's okay, but it's so maybe it doesn't actually work. It slips out. It catches a little bit, but you can round this off. So that's that one. Now let's go back and we'll go to this. This is the Cyclops by Vera. It's a very good screwdriver. It comes with, when you pop this out, it comes with a load of screwdriver bits, from Torx to Phillips straight and so on. It's all handy in this. It's also got a ratcheting bit. It's got a swivel head, which is really good to get in different angles. But for this test, I think we're just going to have to use a straight. Again, with this one, you're all right with the straight, with 1 screw, which is over here, to loosen and tighten. So let's get that on there. We know it's going to work, so but anyway, we're going to do it. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it loosens. So it over tighten, and we tight. On here, it works, but it doesn't go. With the being in the corner, being a thicker screwdriver, it doesn't work so well. So that's that. Then you got this small dumpy screwdriver, again made by Vera, and it's in the back as well. It's got storage at six, I think it's 6 different screwdriver bits. But this is good on the straight. This one with this extension, if it was any shorter, it wouldn't go in, but we're all right with that. Again, on this, actually it holds it a little bit. This one actually does it, holds it a little bit, and you can tighten it, but definitely won't do those two. So that's, the dump is okay as well for those 2 screws. Then we move on to this is the lollipop made by 7-Eleven. I put that in there because it's a beautiful engineering. It's really well made, and it's got this bit for extra torque. So again, for the straight over here, it's, you can get it, then it's, you'll have to sort of like manipulate it really to get that, with this glass in the way, to get the torque bit there and get it. I mean, you can get it, it's easy to get. So okay, I don't know why it's okay. Yep, actually I don't know, put my glasses on actually. Yeah, you can loosen and tighten with this one. This one you can also, because it's thinner, you can get in this one as well. I think just about, yep, you can just about get in there. It's a bit fiddly, but it's okay. It's still good. Then let's try the Leatherman. With the Leatherman multi-tool, it's got the screwdriver over here. It's okay, but it's quite thick to get around. It'll hit the glass, so we might have to use the extension, which comes separate, but we'll do that. It's being a Leatherman. So you can, with the extension, you can get it on the Phillips, on both of them, and you can get it on the smaller one, because this being thin, you can get in the corner over there. So that's good. So the Leatherman wins on that. Now let's get to these ones. These are the ratcheting screwdriver. Comes with the extension bar. So let's try with this. So first we will try it with the Phillips bit on the straight. So loosening, no problem. Tightening, no problem. Then we got to the bottom one over here. Yeah, that gets, because it's thin, you can get in the corner there. And tightening, no problem at all. It works really well. Okay, that's the press to cycle one. Next, if I can get this bit out. Next, we've got this one by Toptul. It's the same as the press to cycle, except it's got this swivel head, which is good to get into if there's funny positions or angles sometimes. But let's try with that. So this one is good for loosening with this and for tightening. I know this is going to work on this and on the corner one as well. Loosening and tightening. Okay, now there's the last one, which is this one over here, which is made by 7-Eleven, but it's very small. Let's see, it comes with this extension bar. So if we put that on there, and we can just about get in there actually. So we get there, and loosening and tightening on this. Yep, works on this, and it works on this as well. Yep, it works on this. Now these three over here, these the ratcheting ones, which I want to really show you. Apart from these ones all won't do these screws because of the way it is. Even if you take the right props, it won't go at an angle, enough room there to get onto the screw. So these won't be any good for that. Neither would the Dumpy and the Lollipop. But these ones would get to those screws, and I'll show you. So let's start with the press to cycle one. Put that in there. Put that on there, and you can tightening or loosening. Let's go for that one over here. So that one, you can get it on there. Yeah, it works on that. So it's loosening, and then it switches over for tightening. So that's the press to cycle one. It's got an extension bar as well, which is handy. Then we go with this one. So with this one, let me get this. This is the Toptul. It's got this swivel head. So let's see if that helps anyway. So once we got that on there, we can use this. Let's see if the swivel head sort of like gives me a better angle. So if we get it there, I can move this up a little bit, so it gives it a bit more leverage for me. And put my finger on there, and so it clears from the bottom, so you get more leverage. Yeah, that works fine. Loosening and tightening, that works fine. That's the Toptul. Last but not least is this one. Let's try this one now. The thing with this one is because it's quite a way down in there, you might have to use this extension at the back to give it extra leverage. So okay, so with this one, yeah, works fine, and loosening works exceptionally fine as well. So we've all worked out that these ones over here are probably for tighter spots to get in places, are better ones to carry, and they're being smaller as well than all these bulky ones. They're easy to put in your EDC, so I really like them. That one especially is really tiny and neat, and it's small. You can get a 7-Eleven one which has got a swivel head like this as well, with a flat bit over here which goes on your Leatherman. But in conclusion, I mean, if you want to use it with your EDC, I think these are the ones I would. My favorite are these two because of this swivel head on here. And if you make a case like this, which I've done, it's just elastic stitched together with a stitching across, a band across, so you can put your screwdriver bits in, and then you can take your ratcheting wrench and just slip it in there like that, and that's quite neat to keep it in your EDC. And this little thing goes in this tiny little box. It all fits in there, quite neat, small. So yeah, that's good for that. Also, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. If you've got like a Bibury, you can actually, which I haven't got at the moment, but there is a bit which is like a straight bit like that, which you put on because the Bibury's got a normal standard 1/4 inch bit. You can actually put that on there, which I had earlier, but I don't know where it's gone now, and then use the extension on here. So you can use these extension with the multi-tools as well, so they're handy. So in conclusion, I think these ones are the best ones all round for space saving, carrying, and to get into tight spots.